Welcome to downtown Kirkland.
They're removing barriers to building more housing, more attainable housing in Kirkland, more options for ownership, opportunities to age in place, opportunities for middle housing.
So we're talking about duplex, triplex, fourplex, fiveplex, sixplex, townhouses, courtyard apartments, and cottage houses.
This neighborhood, the price range for homes is anywhere from 1.2 million, which would probably be a tear down, to 3.5 million.
Housing is the biggest business issue in not just Kirkland, but the whole central Puget Sound region. Our businesses are closing right now, not just because of the cost that has risen, it's because they actually can't find labor. So we're actually getting to kind of a critical point here in Kirkland where we can't recruit people to work in our hospitals for practical nursing jobs, for janitorial. We can't recruit people for our school districts.
We're going to walk for 2 blocks down an alley to look at some ADUs.
So what you're seeing here is probably a lot of either a rental or owner-occupied, ADU. This alley access it adds a lot to retaining a lot of the single-family character in the front yard, and you don't have all the driveways that are having to be built because of the additional unit. Currently now, you don't have to provide additional parking for any of the ADUs except for the second one. So we allow for 2 ADUs now. It is a gentle density. The neighborhood's really not impacted at all by adding additional, like a small unit behind people's existing homes. With this type of alley access, it's invisible.
What I find really fascinating here is this is what's really smart density, where you're taking the existing neighborhood, you're weaving in added housing, but you preserve the character of it.
Very concerned that the steep price increase in housing in Kirkland. We were struck and really drawn to the idea of being able to provide houses over $1 million less than what we traditionally build houses for. This has a private backyard, so it really looks and feels like a standard single-family home. The only way this project also pencils is with the 5th unit. If we were to just do 4 cottages, it doesn't pencil. We would have had to done 2 larger standard homes.
When they think of cottage housing, this is what they think of, modeled on the old bungalow courts, where there are open spaces that are commonly shared, small private yards, and designed and constructed to promote a sense of community, safety, security, connection with a neighbor. This is a 10-acre property. 5 acres are the preserved woodland that you see that surrounds us. We built 12 cottages, each 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, about 1,000 square feet. Very critical. We need to create fee simple lots of no minimum lot size to be able to entitle these kinds of projects.
We have the challenges at the lower end of the affordability spectrum. How do we create more options for teachers, for folks that are, need a micro apartment? We haven't been able to crack the code there yet. There's a lot of work to do. A lot of the work that we have to be able to create the healthy choices that the region demands.
This is really helpful to be able to have more density in some of these places in Kirkland, but we absolutely need to do more.
Smart density. It gives you so much opportunity to expand the available housing stock while preserving kind of the design integrity of the neighborhood. This is a great example of what we can replicate throughout King County.